Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. I am your host for today's live stream, and my name is Connor. And boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about today. As you can see from the title of today's live stream, base meme coin drama. A lot is happening with these base meme coins. Obviously, with based Brett being the main catalyst to fuel this drama. So I want to come on here today and address my take on all of this, as well as share my thoughts on the overall crypto market and what I see playing out from here, as well as my top meme coin picks. So welcome everybody to today's live stream. Let's get right into it because, like I said, I have a lot to talk about. So this is the Brett chart. We'll get into this in a second. We'll start off with our market overview and then hop right into the base meme coin drama. In terms of the general market overview, there's really nothing to talk about. Bitcoin right now at $63,000, not doing anything. And we are taking that choppy approach, which I have been discussing extensively, basically saying that everybody just wants the market to pump after the halving, but maximum pain would be a drawn out period of choppiness, making a lot of people capitulate based on time. A lot of people are going to get really discouraged if prices just slowly chop and maybe trend slightly downwards. We're going to see a lot of emotional people capitulate because of this. And overall, it's really bullish for the market, this long drawn out consolidation here after the halving, because it's going to lead to a parabolic move higher, in my opinion, because I have the stance that this cycle is far from over and we are yet to see the true parabolic bull run that we're all expecting that typically happens post Bitcoin halving. So anyways, not much to talk about in terms of the general market. We'll take a look at a few altcoins later on in the stream, but I do want to talk about the base Brett drama right now. So in regards to Brett, I missed it completely in the early days, right? When it was over here at like a 2, 3, 4, 5, below $10 million market cap, I totally faded it. I was like, I want nothing to do with this coin. I missed it. I was like, oh, it went from like a few hundred K to 6 mil. I'm too late. Long story short, it ended up going to like 850 mil. Now, I did make a video at around $300 million market cap, totally unsponsored video. It was just the biggest meme on base, and I made a video on it on my channel. That's all. And it went from 300 mil over here to like 800 mil, right? Now, for everybody's safety, basically, and just so that nobody goes to my channel later on and thinks that I called Brett and thinks it's a good investment, I did make that video private. Full disclosure, that's literally the only time I've made a video private that I've made. All of my stuff from the Luna collapse, all that is all there. But I did make the Brett video private, and I'll tell all of you guys that, no problem, because I just don't want anybody to see that video in 1, 2, 3 weeks time, 2 months time, and think it's a good idea to buy it because of the video I made on it. All right, so with that out of the way, let's get into this drama. So what's going on? Well, as you guys know, if you're a regular viewer of my live streams, I have been trying to bring up this token sniffer for Brett during the past 2 or 3 streams over the past week or so, and my token sniffer just wouldn't load, but I did preload it ahead of time today so that I can show you what I'm talking about. And anyways, this is the token sniffer for Brett here. And as you can see, they do have a score of 50 out of 100. And as you can see, it says the creator wallet contains less than 5%. The creator wallet is holding 10% of the supply here and at least 95% of liquidity. The liquidity isn't locked either. All right, so that's what's giving it the low score. This didn't concern me. What actually concerned me was the suspicious bubble map. Now, it does look different from when I was trying to bring it up a few days ago. It looks like some wallets changed around, and the really suspicious web is no longer on this because it only tracks the top 100 wallets. And if tokens move out of, say, a top 100 wallet, it's not going to show up anymore on this bubble map. But what this is it's showing the top 100 wallets, and it's showing if any of them are connected. Well, before, this huge web in the middle was connected to like all these on the left side. There's no connections anymore because, like I said, it looks like they move some tokens around, and there's not that much of a suspicious web anymore. It's still kind of very sketchy. It's still very sketchy compared to a lot of other memes, but it's a lot less sketchy than it was before. Anyways, this is what it looks like on Token Sniffer for Brett. A lot of the top 100 wallets are all connected to each other, showing that it's not really distributed too well. And this is what I was talking about in my stream earlier this week and last week as well. You guys know if you watched it, right? I had people asking me about the token sniffer and stuff. I tried to bring it up, but it wouldn't load. Well, here it is. All right. Now, what has happened basically is, let's go on over here to X. Now, I probably should have done, let's see. Let's see if I can find this big tweet that blew everything up today. As you can see, a lot of people are saying bread is a gift. A lot of people are saying that, here we go, this one here. So this one's talking a thread on Brett, and long story short, saying some people made 1,600 ETH because their wallet was whitelisted. Anyways, some people kind of caught on to, what I was suspicious about, and they did some hardcore research. And, long story short, there was whitelisted addresses in the beginning. They hold 80% of the supply. And it's just kind of turning into a huge mess right now. It's really a huge mess. And I see a lot of people right now in the live chat asking me about some other, meme coins. I will get to your questions in a little bit of time. Just let me go over this material right now before I open it up to a Q&A. So anyways, a lot of heat and a lot of suspicion on Brett. Now, it's down 44% from the high. It made a low of 52% and bounced, 55% and bounced. I don't think it's all over, but right now it's like a critical moment where it's going to define whether or not it's all over for Brett. Basically, what happened now is it went to a $400 million market cap. As you can see, it bounced right off of around $380 million market cap. Right now it's at 474. If it can survive, I think it's going to be really bullish, right? Because if it can survive this huge kind of storm of FUD and hate, it's only going to make the coin stronger. But it's too soon to tell if it will make it out of this. I have a completely neutral position. The only Brett that I hold is the Brett that I bought in a public video that I said I would be giving away to you guys. And I put in $100. It's now worth like $140 or something like that. All right. So that's the only Brett that I own. And I don't care what happens because I don't have a real position in this. And like I said, it's going to be a very defining moment right now if it does actually survive or if it crashes and tanks and burns. Now, in regards to Crash and all of this, so I will say I've been following Crash since 2021, right? I saw him call the top in 2021. He's made a lot of amazing trades, but I said this in the past and I'll say it again on a live stream. I said it where I just don't like how Crash is like so vocal, and he basically is like the public CEO of Brett. And I said it before and I'll say it again. I think it's really foolish how he's attaching his entire brand and identity to this just random meme coin on the internet. Right? I think that, from me and my perspective, right? Like, I don't think it's a smart decision for my brand here, Crypto Empire, to like totally attach to a meme coin. And the way he's going about Brett is like he's the public CEO, and he's making sure it stays relevant and in everybody's mind. And I don't know. Personally speaking, like I won't do that even for a really super legitimate crypto project, let alone a meme coin. Right? I'm my own individual. I'm not going to attach to one coin, one community, and say this is the best ever and everything else is stupid, all that. But anyways, yeah, Crash has made some good calls, right? He has a proven track record, but the way his tone of voice and his vocabulary when he talks about bread and stuff, it's like I just don't agree with that. And that's personal. That's subjective, but I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. He has made a lot of people money with Brett, right? If anybody followed him from the early days, they made over 100x. You can't deny that, but all this stuff with the wallet, with the token sniffer, with the on-chain evidence, with his boy, Rex. I don't know, man. It's very suspicious. So, I do have a neutral position on it, but I said it last week. It was sketchy, and here it is. The whole entire world is taking notice on it now. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens, guys. Will Brett survive? I do not know. It definitely is looking shaky. You cannot deny that. It's looking very shaky right now. If I did have a large position in Brett, I would have probably de-risked it up above, but I would probably be like, if I had a huge position in Brett and call 100Xs on it, I probably would be heavily de-risking because it's just very uncertain. And if there's one thing that's extremely bearish for the price of an asset, it's uncertainty, right? We know the term FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. The worst part about FUD is not the fear, it's not the doubt, it's the uncertainty of what is going to happen next. And right now, Brett, it just has peak uncertainty where nobody knows what the heck is going to happen next. And that is the worst thing for any asset, because when there's no clarity, when there's no kind of picture or narrative, when it's just highly uncertain, people lose faith in their investment. So we'll see if this is going to be the demise of it. I'm just watching from a distance. But yeah, this is kind of my take on the entire situation. And yeah, I mean, I'm very curious to see how it all does play out. But obviously, being that even though right now it's down 50% from the highs, it's still at a $476 million market cap, and it is still the biggest meme coin by market cap and holders on the base chain, on the base network, right? So that's why I said it's too early to say it's done, and it's too early to say it's going to recover. There's a huge battle happening right now in the charts between the buyers and sellers that will determine whether or not this meme coin survives. And all we can do, basically, all I can do is just observe, right? If you have a position in this, like I said, I mean, I can't give financial advice. I don't give financial advice, but I mean, if you have a huge unrealized profit in it with the uncertainty in the air, it might not be the worst decision to just book some profit at least, even though if you are just extremely bullish on it, which I'm sure a lot of holders are, clearly, because the chart's still holding up. But anyways, that's the Brett meme coin drama, guys. That's what's going on. This token sniffer changed. It was way more suspicious before. The whole entire left side was connected to this cluster in the middle. But like I said, they changed the wallet connecting them, so they're not as connected anymore because they realized that they had so much heat on them. And you know, when you get heat on you, you start making moves and making decisions and making changes to try and get that heat off of you. And that's what we're seeing. But yeah, let's see. Crash said today, wait a minute. So all this FUD, and yet Brett is only down 47% from the all-time high. Brett was built to succeed. The same people labeled bearish or why it's so bullish. We are going so high this cycle. When you see this is how we perform in the worst times, plus max FUD, laughing emoji. Yeah, I mean, Crash is just, he's being the CEO, and he's comparing it to some of these other coins like Roost and other pre-sales, which were just outright scams, right? Brett has labeled itself as to be a totally organic community coin. And, you know, obviously a lot of undisclosed details have been come to light about the wallets and, you know, the early influencers and like friends of Crash, like Rex, making 1,600 ETH, which is what, like $3, $4, $5 million or something like that from it so far. Anyways, it's a huge mess. It's a huge mess, and it's on fire. We'll see if the fire gets put out, or we'll see if it turns into a raging wildfire and it brings down this cabal. And if it does, I'm here for it. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Because somebody who has no affiliation with it, it's going to be fun to watch that all kind of happen. But yeah, we'll see, guys. We'll see what happens. But this does open up a lot of market share for some of these other meme coins on base. And you guys know which meme coins on base that I like, that I'm bullish on, that I'm holding. One of them is, of course, Based Yoda, which, like I've said, is, if we're going to talk about a community project, something like Based Yoda, I've just never seen such a strong community before in my life. Like, it's totally run by the community at this point. It's amazing to see. So yeah, Based Yoda right now, it's a 6.2 mil market cap. I mean, I think that this one can go higher, but you know, who knows? I know a lot of you guys are most likely in from much lower, who of course watch the channel, because everybody's had ample time to hop into this thing. But I think it goes higher, but at the end of the day, who knows? But I like how this is just a pure community organic coin. And I do have the token sniffer over here for Based Yoda, and they have a 100 score, 100 out of 100 for Based Yoda. And just to show a difference on the token sniffer of Boda compared to something like Brett, these top 100 wallets are all connected on Brett. And then on Boda, you know, you can see that they're really not connected at all. for the most part. A few of them are, but not much, right? So this is what a well-distributed meme coin looks like, and this is what a non-well-distributed meme coin looks like. They're very obvious to see the differences, a very stark contrast between the two. And then there's also the QCat candle, which is just warming up. Right now, it's at an 11.5 mil market cap, back to the bottom of this range that it's currently in. And I think that this one does have potential too. There's some other cat memes on base, such as KeyCat, which has been given a shout out by Ansem. So KeyCat right now, I have it open, is at a 36 mil market cap. It went to 130, it pulled back to 18, and now it's at 36. And this was shouted out by like the biggest meme coin guy there is on crypto Twitter or X, which is Ansem. He's the guy who led the WIF army, from the lows in December. And he's been there on Solana as like the king of the Solana memes. And he said a few weeks ago, he mentioned Keyboard Cat. So yeah, I mean, you should look into this one. It's kind of a funny cat meme with the cat playing a keyboard. But I just like QCat Candle better. I like QCat Candle in the fact that it's a real image. The cat's just warming up, right? It's a really good slogan, memeability. We've talked about the thesis before of QCat Candle and why I'm bullish on it. But again, I have the token sniffer here. And it's at an 80 out of 100. And the only reason it's not at a 100 out of 100 is because one holder possesses more than 5% of the supply. But if you go to the token sniffer for QCat Candle, the holder who's holding more than 5% of the supply is the dead address, right? A burn address. And what is that? What is a burn address? Well, if we go to, looks like we can't go to the base scan directly from Dex Screener. So let's do it on Dex Tools. So if we go to basescan.org, QCat Candle, and we go to, it's taking forever to load, bear with me. Okay, it's taking forever to load. All right, here we go. Oh, this is really annoying. Anyways, here we go. So the one holder holding more than 5% of the supply is 0x, a ton of zeros, and then dead. It's a burn address, and they're holding 25% of the supply. The team sent that there on day one. It was worth $1 million. Now it's worth almost $4 million. And then this is the wallet, the second one that sent it to the dead address. It was the team wallet. It is the team wallet. They're holding 4% of the supply. All right. And then everything else is just, if we look at the token sniffer, right, everything else is well-distributed fair game for the most part. There is this one cluster here, but overall, if you compare it to something like Brett, it looks a lot better, right? It's much more distributed. So yeah, I still am very bullish on QCat Candle. It passes like the on-chain kind of audits. When you look at the holders, the distribution, everything, the community is strong, right? If you go on X, you go on Telegram and look into the QCat Candle group, right? It's a strong, active community. So I do like this one as well. I'm still holding this one. And I think this one has the potential to go a lot higher. And then there is also Doge and glasses, Dig. The glasses are still on. And this one at a 635 mil market cap. It's back in this range. But yeah, you guys have heard me talk about this one before. Not when it's up here, really. When it's down here is when I mainly talk about it. And it pulled like a 4 to a 6x from the peak, and it's still up 2x from this low down here at the bottom. But yeah, the glasses are still on. This is another kind of bullish meme on base that I'm holding. But there's a lot of options out there. There is a ton of options, right? We talked about KeyCat already. One really popular one that I think a lot of people are into is this Normie one. And if we look at Normie, This one's a lot better than the other one, Weirdo, right? This one's kind of more mainstream and it's funnier. It's at a 60 mil market cap. But yeah, in terms of memes that I think have potential, I think that Normie is one that could take over some mind share and grow further from here. All right, we're not using Dex tools anymore, only Dex screener because that doesn't load. Here we go. So yeah, if you look at something like this at the bottom of its current range, and if you look at it from low to high, it's down around 60 to 70%. So huge pullback, and I mean it's interesting, right? You look at all these charts. Brett doesn't look that bad compared to a lot of these other charts. They look very similar in the sense that they've had major pullbacks and they're at pretty critical support levels, and we're going to see if these levels are going to hold or not. Looks like this is the wrong Brett chart. There we go. Right. A lot of the memes are kind of following Brett in the sense of price action and the way the chart's being painted. Well, they're all down here at these pretty critical support levels. So yeah, I mean, Brett's the only one that has the drama right now. There's also all the other ones that Crash was talked about or involved with, like Andy on ETH. Andy on ETH has always seemed extremely suspicious to me. Yeah, this one, Andy on ETH. So this one is in heat, obviously, because Crash is associated with it, and right now people have a manhunt after Crash, which is interesting to view from a third-party perspective. But yeah, that dude Max, because Bitcoin is obviously like the CEO of this one, where Crash is the CEO of Brett. But these guys are in cahoots with each other, and now this one is selling off significantly because of that. It's down 50% from the all-time high. It went as low as 61%. But yeah, I've always liked Andy on Blast. I think Andy on Blast is the actual real Andy, the yellow character, yellow chain. I never got into Andy on ETH because I got into Andy on Blast, and I caught some huge X's on that to its high, like an 18x. Currently up maybe like a 4x for my entry, 5x. But yeah, Andy on ETH, I mean, it's also a very suspicious kind of one of those cabal coins. I don't know. I would avoid it. I never bought into it. And there's smoke. There's a lot of smoke right now. And where there's smoke, there's fire. And where there's fire, there's flames. And it could turn into a raging wildfire. So I don't know. If you have huge amounts of capital in these meme coins that are smoky and on fire, maybe it's not a bad idea to take some of that hard-earned capital out of these meme coins that are currently heavily scrutinized and could go either way from here. So yeah, that's my whole take on the Brett fiasco. That's what I'm thinking about everything. And overall, Brett did put base memes on the map, but it just the details and the communication and the way that it was brought to the public and all the deception involved, that's why I don't really like it at this point. All right, so that's what's going on there. And then one more base meme that was the number one on base, but Brett took it over, is Toshi, which is Brian Armstrong's cat. Now, if Brett's going to downfall and it's going to disappear, then that leaves Toshi as the number one. I don't own Toshi except for, again, that when I made the video about how to buy meme coins on base, I bought some Toshi as well, which again, I'll be giving away to you guys. I bought the two top memes on base, Brett and Toshi, publicly in a video only for a giveaway. And that's the only positions I own in these coins. But anyways, if you look at the Toshi chart, again, it's very similar to Brett in the sense where it's down like 50% from the high, and it's sitting on this huge critical support level at these previous highs. And, it kind of needs to bounce or it's going to see another huge drop. So overall, the entire market is weak, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, definitely. If we see the Bitcoin chart right now, it's selling off further. I know a lot of people were really bullish here. and saying that the bottom is in and we're just going to start pumping into May. But I've been taking the opposite side of things, and I've been saying, look, it's not the time to go crazy on risk. It's the time to kind of wait it out, because we could be seeing a period of choppiness. And, we can say, oh, these meme coins, they're trash, they're all dropping. But the entire market is, quite bearish and quite flat right now in the shorter term trends. So, I mean, what we're seeing, all this negative stuff only happens when the price starts dropping, right? And all these assets have very identical charts where they're all dropping. So I don't know, man. Like, people love to take sides and be tribal and go after people's heads and all this stuff. It's too emotional, right? With investing, with trading, with money, with financial markets, when you put emotion into your strategy, you totally wreck yourself, and you're going to severely underperform. You cannot be emotional in the financial markets. And all this right now is just crazy, crazy emotions, too much drama, right? Leave the drama out of this. But at the end of the day, bread is very suspicious. I mean, there's no denying that. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say about this. Let's go ahead and move on in our live stream today. And if you guys have questions about it, definitely ask me. But I did want to start off today's stream addressing the drama, sharing my thoughts on it, and just sharing my take and what I think about all of it. So we have a huge audience right now with a lot of people watching and a lot of people asking me questions. Kylo says YouTube is not streaming. Yeah, we're live. We're good. We are good on YouTube. Black Sun says, Connor, most underrated. Kylo the dog says, hit that like button. Yeah, guys, smash up that like button. Appreciate your support. Manny says, hey, Connor, what's up, Manny? Crypto Cobain says, show some love to the man, the myth, the legend. Slap that like. Appreciate you, Crypto Cobain. We got Mo Salah, a.k.a. Crypto Middle East and Africa, saying, hey, Connor, love you, man. Mo, I appreciate the support. Can't say I love you back because I don't love you, just to be honest with you, but I do appreciate your support. That's funny. Let's see. Manny says, press the like. Obi-Wan says, hey, brother, any thoughts on runes, meme coins? Obi-Wan, I have not really delved into the runes, meme coins market. I know there's pups and pups right now. I know there's this pizza one, PIZA, which is up 40%, obviously, based off the Bitcoin pizza day, when that dude spent 20,000 Bitcoins on pizza in like 2013 or something. But no, I have not bought any runes meme coins, Obi-Wan. Not at this moment in time. I will let you know if that changes. Nancy says, hi, Connor. What's up, Nancy? Silva Dalla says, remember to smash the like button. Smash the like button, guys. Rigoberto Chavez Jr. says, morning, everyone. Let's rule the day. What do I think about meme inhator? I've never heard of meme inhator before. I'll give it a quick glance over. It's on Solana. It's a rug pull, bro. It's a 3.5K market cap. If that's what you're talking about, that's a very obvious rug pull. And if you're asking me what do I think about it, if you can't come to that conclusion that it's a rug pull, not sure what to say about that, man. Crypto Wookie smashed the like button already. Brandon says, let's go. What's up, Brandon? Crazy what happened here. It is pretty crazy. It is pretty crazy, man. Athul says, hi, can you please check out Cap on base? Don with Cap. I did see this one getting shilled on X, but I didn't really look into it. It is Don with Cap, 3 days and 17 hours old. 99K market cap. It's not looking good, bruv. I mean, it is very early. It's only on its third day. And let's see. To its peak. So it went to like a 470K market cap at its peak. So this is actually This is very fair is what I would say, right? You have the opportunity to buy this at 100K right now. I mean, let's see how long it spent here before it took off. It spent a total of 20 hours, 19 hours, like completely floored out. And then it looks like some people found it and it pumped up to like a 500K market cap. It looks okay. It's at 99K market cap. If you want to gamble, it looks like it could be a gamble. The meme isn't great. Don with cap. It's Donald Trump with a McDonald's hat. It's not like original. It's not like a great meme. But if you want to gamble, maybe it's okay. And that's all I would say about it. Definitely doesn't get my endorsement or anything like that. But yeah, if you want to gamble, it looks like a gamble. Nidhin says Boda. Yeah, guys, like I've been saying, Based Yoda, I really haven't seen this good of a community on a meme coin. The content they're producing on their X account, on their Twitter. This one here. I'll show you it real quick. I mean, it's just nonstop content. But yeah, they have a Darth Vader. They have a Darth Vader. This one here. They like paid somebody to dress up in a Darth Vader costume and talk in a Darth Vader voice about Based Yoda. I'm pretty sure this was community like made, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, very active. I'm here for it. I'm here to see Based Yoda take over the base chain, and I'm definitely here for it. Let's see. Kylo the dog says Royal DJ Shield can do a good pickup to add. Already have my conviction plays. Yeah, I've been holding a bag of Kendu for like months now. Kendu Inu on ETH. Apparently, Satoshi Kusama is going to be involved, or it's like his stealth project. He's part of the team. And this is at my entry. This is literally at my entry right now. I got in at like a 3.8 mil market cap, kind of late at the bottom of this range. But yeah, I have a position in this Kylo. I've had one. And I mean, the rumor is that Satoshi Kusama, one of the co-founders of Shiba Inu, is going to, be a part of this team. Apparently he is right now. They're just keeping it on wraps. I don't know. This is like the narrative around the coin. But yeah, I have a bag in this one. And yeah, I'll see it through. If the narrative is true, it's going to be crazy, and it could really pick up if Satoshi Kusama is involved in the project, which they say it is. This guy says Foxy. So there's a few Linea network memes. If you guys don't know what Linea is, it's a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum built by Consensus. Consensus is the company that built the MetaMask wallet, which I'm sure all of you have previously used or are using right now as your main EVM Ethereum wallet. Yeah, they raised $700 million, the Linea blockchain, and it's built by the company that built MetaMask that's highly, highly connected to the Ethereum Foundation. So Linea is going to be a very relevant network. And there's a few meme coins on Linea right now. There's this Foxy one. Foxy at 160 mil. But the one that I've actually taken an interest to recently is Linda. Linda on Linea. And this is the co-founder, or not the co-founder, the founder of Linea. His dog is named Linda, and the Linea network is actually named after the dog Linda. The reason I didn't buy this coin is because I only found out about it like a few days ago. And if you look at the chart, it's like at its highs. It's pumping. I don't like buying green candles. That's why I faded Brett originally, because it was pumping. I didn't want to buy the green. That's why I bought Andy on Blast when it was down like 80-90% from its high on a retracement. Or that's why I buy things like super, super early where they haven't pumped yet. But something like this, I just don't like buying the top of the chart currently on a huge green candle. But if there's any Linea meme coin out there, I think it's Linda, the founder of the Linea Network's dog, in which the Linea Network was named after. could have some massive potential. We'll see if it does give a pullback. But yeah, Linea is going to be a big airdrop. I am farming the Linea airdrop on Farmbase Pro. As you can see, these wallets here on the Linea mainnet, putting through transactions. I have 10 wallets going for Linea right now. And let's click on any random one. Let's click on this one. And let's see what the transactions are doing on Linea for us. So this thing started on the 7th of March, and it's used XY Finance, SyncSwap, KyberSwap, Azumi, Wrapped Ethereum, some more KyberSwap, SyncSwap, XY Finance, some Stargate. So yeah, it's just doing a ton of transactions all at random, right? No two wallets will ever be the same, all different times to deter Sybil detection, which is obviously very important for airdrop farming. So yeah, I'm expecting to get the Linea airdrop through Farmbase. If you guys want to check it out on your own, watch my Farmbase tutorial videos on my YouTube channel. You just go to the videos tab, you'll see the base airdrop. It's the same thing for Linea, Solana as well. But yeah, Linea is an up and coming big network that's going to have a huge airdrop. You know, they raised $700 million, so that's a lot of money to give away to the community. And Farmbase Pro allows you to farm it. I did just have the founder of Farmbase Pro on the channel for a video, a live stream. We did this one 2 days ago with Daniel McAvoy, and he's the guy who made Farmbase Pro, and you guys heard him speak about it. And this is why I'm using the platform and why I like it. So sign up using my link in the description down below if you want to start farming. It might be late, actually, to start farming the Linea airdrop. It's probably too late because I think they're going to do it like in a month or two. So your best bet would probably be farming base and scroll at this point. I wouldn't necessarily recommend to start farming the Linea airdrop today, right now. As you saw, my wallets have been doing it for almost 2 months. So that 2 months makes a huge difference. And then the other airdrop right now that I'm farming is Blast. And if we look at Blast, I currently have 3.1 million points and 15.3 Blast gold. I showed you how to start this and get all the multipliers in this video. Where's the video? Right here. Blast airdrop tutorial, how to farm Blast points and gold, right? And here's the result of that. And I'll show you guys how much I get from this airdrop, which is going to hit next month. This is going to be a $100 million airdrop. All right. So yeah, hope some of you guys have some points in gold at this point as well. And you know, let's hope for a fruitful airdrop with this one. But anyways, I got into this big airdrop thing because I got asked about Foxy on Linea, and it led me down this rabbit hole of information I've had in my head. But yeah, Linea airdrop, it's going to be big, and Foxy and Linda are the two most relevant memes on the chain, but I think Linda does have the most potential from here. Lee Harrison says, in your opinion, will there be a knock-on effect to other base meme coins if Brett's get wrecked? Not really other meme coins on base. I think other meme coins involved with the same people that Brett's involved with. And to my knowledge, I don't think any other meme coin on base is involved with Brett. I know that pre-sale father of memes, FOMO, like had Brett in their content. That ended up being just an outright total rug pull scam. But yeah, I think the memes that have connection to the people that were shilling Brett the loudest are going to suffer. Andy on ETH. Bobo maybe, but Bobo really, I mean, it's just the same people that were pushing it, right? But Bobo's kind of in its own category and it has a much wider community and appeal. But yeah, Andy on ETH definitely is in the crosshairs. But the thing is with the base meme coins, you know, it should be bullish actually, because that's going to be money distributed to other meme coins on the base chain, right? If Brett goes down, that money has to go somewhere. Being that most people in this market are speculative gamblers, I doubt they're going to take the money out of the system, right? They'll probably keep playing the game with the money, which means it's going to rotate into something else on the base chain. So if bread does end up going down, it's actually going to be very bullish, I think, for the base ecosystem, because it's going to the capital is going to go elsewhere on the network. It's going to go into a different meme coin or different meme coins. So I think it'll be the opposite, actually. I think as long as the coin wasn't related to bread, it's going to do really well, because people want stuff that wasn't infected by that cabal of influencers. So that's that. Rigoberto says CCC, the QCat candle. Yes, I'm still bullish on CCC. Currently at its range low, like we talked about, all these base memes are basically at their range lows. But yeah, we want to see this hold, but I like this meme and I'm here to see it through. The cat's just warming up. Brett not going to be number one for too long. Definitely looks like it right now. Kyla says bread is organic as a Twinkie. Highly artificial. Highly artificial. Anyways, a lot of talk about all these meme coins in the live chat today, guys. I can't really answer all these. I believe this is Trucker Steve saying, thoughts on Andy on base? I don't know, man. I don't know how that thing's at a 13 mil market cap. Andy on base. I think the real Andy's on blast, and if you're in that one, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be in that one. Let's see. Bullish on Parade says, yo, my fellow punchy dude, thanks for your time today. Can you look at ICNX, low cap gaming token? If you've looked at it, look at ticker purse. So I get asked about ICNX now on basically all my live streams for the past week or two. So I don't know what brought this coin to everybody's attention. It's not at a 63 mil market cap, is it? Let me see. I guess that's right. I think it's different on Dex Tools and Dex Screener. But yeah, like I said, I don't know why everybody starts asking me about this coin in all of my live streams, out of nowhere. It's kind of weird. But it's a racing game on Polygon Matic. It looks good from when I've looked at it on previous live streams. So I can't say anything bad about it. I've just seen a lot of racing games come out and then fizzle out into nothing. So it's the team's responsibility to make sure that this one doesn't fizzle out into nothing. But yeah, it has potential. Graphics look super clean. And I mean, if the game's actually good, that will be a huge factor on whether the project is successful or not. Brett 2.0. I just wouldn't. I mean, maybe for a short-term trade, but as a mainstay meme coin, I don't see that happening at all. Great content. Any thoughts on Andy on base? I'm up 3x. I realized some profits at 5x. That's awesome. Like I just said, Andy on base, I don't see it, man. It's like the third one or fourth one that came out. There's 5 Andys, and this is the third or fourth one that appeared. I don't know, man. I just don't think it has staying power. I'm happy to hear you made money on it, though. That's what it's all about. One more question, and then we'll get into some more content I want to cover. So we got Minato, the fourth Hokage, with us. He's saying, hi, Connor. Can't say to watch it live. I'll watch it later. I just wanted to leave the like. You're the man, Minato. I really appreciate your support. Now, what I want to talk about, I want to shift focus to altcoins. We can talk about meme coins all day, but at the end of the day, altcoins are still going to pump at some point in time this cycle. And there's a lot of different strategies. A lot of people have their own take on how to play the market. If you guys watch my live stream with Daniel McAvoy, Crypto Dan, 2 days ago, he basically said his portfolio is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, 3 very high caps, less risky plays, and then meme coins and airdrop farming, right? That's how he's playing the cycle. Now, I have a much different approach. As you guys know, I'm in a lot of different narrative coins like AI, like gaming, like real world assets with Rio, right? I'm in a few different narratives with different coins. So, what narrative do I think is the best? What am I most bullish on? It has to be artificial intelligence. Yes, I think gaming is up there. Definitely gaming is up there, but AI is the fourth industrial revolution. Like I've said before, it is completely changing humanity. It's like what the locomotive was in the early 1900s to humanity. It's a total game changer and it changes everything. It changes the entire structure of the world. It leads to massive development, massive societal and economic development. AI is that next revolution and it's not going to go anywhere. It's only going to get bigger. So, what AI coins do I like? Well, it's kind of obvious. It's not like I haven't talked about them for like over a year now or close to a year now. Obviously, there's Tau. And if we see Tau right now at $437, pulling back significantly, I would like to see this sub 400 and really 385 up here. If we see Tau in this area from 400 to 300, I think it's a really good buy. What else do I have? I have Render. Render's a mainstream AI coin at this point in time. Much less risky than a lot of the stuff we see shared on YouTube and Twitter nowadays with all these like on-chain AI coins and that have a 5/5 buy-sell tax, all this stuff. Render and Tau are my safety AI picks, right? They're the two highest market cap coins, both over $3 billion. And I've been able to realize I'm up like 7, 8x on both of them right now because I got in relatively early, not at the bottom, but still pretty early. And they're large positions in my portfolio, Render and Tau. Now I have a riskier AI coin that's a larger position in my portfolio, and that one is Cubic. Cubic right now is at a very good price, $4,600 per billion. I mean, I bought this first at 600 per billion, so I'm still up, say, 7, 8x on it. Just like Tau and Render. That's what happens when you get in early before most people talk about things. You make money, you make a lot of money. But yeah, we still have a long way to go if this AI pump isn't over, if the altcoin pump isn't over. So yeah, I like Cubic. And now the last one that I hold, or actually not the last one, but this is also a bigger one. This is Prime. Now Prime just started off as a gaming pick in my portfolio, but they evolved their project to also include artificial intelligence agents. So Prime is over $1 billion market cap now. If we look at this, I believe it's over $1 billion. All right, never mind. It pulled back a lot. Maybe they also had an unlock. But right now, the Prime market cap is $675 million. So it's like you see a project like Prime, which is legitimate, building a huge game that thousands of players from all around the world are playing, and they're also building out AI agents, doing a lot of real things. 675 mil market cap. And then you see something like Bread at 480 mil. Come on, like obviously, if we're going to play it safe here, safe, Prime is a very good coin. I don't think any of us own enough of Prime. I got into this at $3. As you guys know, if you're subscribed to my channel, I made it very public at $3. I made a full YouTube video outlining why I'm bullish on this coin at $3 last October now, or maybe it was November. It went up 10x and now it's up 6x, but still a great buy. But yeah, anyways, the whole point of me saying all of this, I mean, I was just going to keep this to my internal community, my private group, but being that the private group is closed right now, I do want to also share some alpha with everybody out there, right? I can't just leave all of my supporters hanging. So yeah, this is my AI basket. There's one more. There's Argo Coin AGC that I hold. I'm pretty deep in AI. This one at 51 cents. Layer 1 for AI. Has potential, very high risk. Do your own research, but I do hold this one. So yeah, I mean, I'm holding a lot of different AI coins right now, but I was thinking a lot of my AI coins are more on the fringe, right? They're not necessarily, besides Prime and Render, they're not necessarily like normie friendly, like Tau and Cubic, Argo Coin AGC. They're not normie friendly, right? They're complex. They take a lot of understanding and comprehension to understand what they are. So I was thinking to add another AI coin that's more normie friendly, that's kind of more traditional crypto, where they have VCs and they're talked about by the normie influencers and stuff like that. And there's two in contention. There's one that I've mentioned before on the channel last year, and the price is up 10x from that point, and that's Delicium AGI. This one, Delicium, right? Very normie friendly, very good as well AI coin, and it's at a very good price right now. If we look at this, let's do this. So on the weekly, I first started talking about this coin in November, and the price was like 2.8 cents, right? Over here. And obviously, it went parabolic. Now it's pulled back and it's below this 30-cent line. I think anything below 30 cents is a great buy. 25 cents, obviously, a psychological round number. I would love to see this drop further for selfish reasons so I could buy it at a lower price. I would love to see it get below 22 cents. I want it below 22 cents. All right, I want to buy it in here. Because if you look, it launched in April 2023, essentially exactly 1 year ago. This is 1 year of a chart on the weekly time frame. 52 of these candles, basically. It spent a lot of time below 22 cents in the bear market accumulation zone. If it does come back into the bear market accumulation zone, I'll probably take an entry into this and hold it for the bull run, because I think it has a lot higher to go, and I'm really bullish on AI. But yeah, like I have a lot of fringe AI coins, which I like. I like how they're hard to buy, and they're not talked about on, say, like BitBoy or Joey Parry Crypto, your mainstream guys. But also at the same time, I think it might be smart. And Render and Prime are higher market cap. This one, Delicium, is like 200 mil, right? So if this goes and matches Render's market cap, I'm looking at like a 15x, which is huge. So yeah, that's my thoughts on AI right now. I think if you don't have any AI exposure, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. Sure, you can keep on gambling on meme coins. You can keep on doing whatever you're doing right now. But if you don't have AI exposure, yeah, I think you're being naive and you're not seeing the most bullish narrative in the market through. Anyways, that's my take on AI right now. We're seeing the market pull back. All right. So, like I've said, I don't think that this cycle is anywhere near over. I don't think that we're anywhere near done. Bitcoin going up to 73K, like, yeah, it made a new all-time high, but that's not much, right? We didn't stay here throughout the entire bear market to see Bitcoin, go $4,000 off of its peak price from 3 years ago. That's not why we're here. So this dip is certainly a gift. And I would, if you haven't already started to scale into some of these discounts and you have money to invest, not financial advice, but I would heavily consider, starting to dip your toes into the market in this bloody market, because a lot of great buys out there right now. Dr. Mush Fix says, thoughts on Sloth, Hana, and Dogeverse. Brother, I have no idea what you're talking about. Not a clue. Let's see. Repping the 914. I'm not a fan of meme coins being on Bitcoin. Look, people are going to, it's a free market. It's a free market. And if they want to trade memes on Bitcoin, they'll do that. Can't stop them. Brandon Willis says, does anybody else feel like they're only seeing half of the comments? That's because I'm also live streaming on X. And some people are leaving their comments on the live stream on X. So if you're on YouTube, you won't see the comments from X. Let's see. TT Daramola says, "Hi, Connor. You are the real man. I made 20x from Rio and all thanks to you." Well, TT, I appreciate you calling me the real man, right? To boost my ego. So thank you for that. But on the real, I'm very happy to hear that you made money on Rio. Now, I also caught a huge win on it, getting in down here at 12 cents and then riding it up. But you made the decision to buy it. So please do not thank me for your win. That is all you. Take full credit. You took the risk, right? You put your money on the line and you hit the buy button, and then you hit the sell button to realize the 20x. That's all you. I can't take any credit for that. Sure, I might have put it on your horizon, but you made the decision, you made the investment, and that is all your win. So to everybody out there, don't thank me when you make money off of something that I talked about. That's all you. And don't hate me if you lose money off of something I talk about, because again, that's all you. It's a free market where anybody is able to buy and sell when they choose, and you are 100% responsible for all of your results in the market. It is a personal game here. You're in charge of your money. So if you make a decision, that's all you. But anyways, TT, awesome win. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Now, in regards to what I just said, brings me to a very important talking point that I want to discuss. And I was just scrolling through X, and I came across this account because he was getting talked about a lot. This guy, James Wynn. What happened was, he said here in this tweet, he says, "I've sold my position in Elon, heard some things about the project that I don't like." Well, what happened with this Elon coin was this guy called it at like a 300K market cap, and then it went to 30 mil. I think this is it right here. Yeah, this is the one. So this Elon coin, this guy called it when it first launched, pumped up 100x. And then what happened, he said, "Look, I'm selling it now." And anyways, it's very interesting to see his replies. And it's just a perfect example of the emotional people in this market. So anyways, this guy says, "Trade your bag, do whatever you want." This guy says, "Very bad move since you said you're not selling." This guy said, you scammer." This guy said, "If you were bailing, you could have done it more sensibly. That's twice you've done this now. Rugged Brett 06 OX662. Bro, you became the top of a lot of people on the hate list. Your crypto career is over. Damn, you dumped heavily. I lost all my money. One tweet, one candle, nice rug, yada, 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 yada. We trust in you and you dump on us." This guy says you're the GOAT. Anyways, this is what happens when people cannot take self-responsibility. And this guy also is talking about the Brett drama. So anyways, this person, Bandit, says, "So Crash is the person behind Brett. He has been sending supply to a lot of influenza." Where was my Brett? Where was my Brett, Crash? Come on, bro. I mean, I'm glad you left me out of it so I'm not caught in this mess, but disrespect, bro. You give it to these chumps and not me. Disrespect, bruv. Anyways, to promote his coin and been sharing it on his socials as an innocent investor without disclosing he's behind it. Now he's in crisis mode because his contract got exposed for having a whitelist for who could buy. Get mogged, bitch. And James Wynn says, "Can someone confirm or deny if this is true? I have over $4 million in Brett and will seriously consider selling if this is true." It does look like it is true, but again, we're going to see what happens now. But anyways, this guy is basically, I bring him up. And then I bring him up because of this Elon thing. So he says, "Everyone whining like a chicken. I called the project at 300K, made many of you super good returns. I'm an investor just like you. I decide when to sell and for what reasons. I ain't going to leave 150K on the table when I think it's dying. Man up." And then the actual Elon account, the meme coin, they said, "On behalf of the Elon community, we appreciate everything you've done. The GOAT will keep you moving forward. we'll keep moving forward. So yeah, I bring this up, this guy James Nguyen, because I thought it was very interesting to see the psychology of him calling this Elon coin and going 100x, and then going ahead and crashing 90% from the top. And he said he sold, and people are just like, dude, you suck. You tweeted about it and then you sold it, right? So I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough being in this position of having an audience and being an influencer, all these stupid terms. It's like I'm only here just sharing like what I think and my thoughts on things, and like just sharing what I'm doing. I don't want to be in this mess. And I see all these other people catching all this flack, and it's a crazy market we're in. So that's why I say, right, like I don't give financial advice, and I don't do any of this sketchy stuff either, right? All this this super sketchy stuff, but like Crash is doing, for example. But anyways, this guy James Nguyen, he calls a coin, it goes up 100x, and all he catches is hate. So I don't know what's going on here in this world. A lot of people are miserable. A lot of people are bitter, and yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But like I said, when there's money involved, people are highly emotional. And when people are highly emotional, things can get very ugly. And that's what we're seeing right now in this market. And it's just very interesting to see from a third-party perspective, looking at things from the outside, looking on the outside in. How's that quote go? You know what I'm talking about. It's very interesting to see it all play out. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Crazy, crazy world. Tony Pacino. Could Dig go to a 30 mil market cap? Yeah, I think so. Why not? You look at all these other base meme coins. And the thing with Dig is the more time it spends in this base, the more bullish I get on it, right? Because all that's happening, the more time it spends in the base, there's always bottom sellers. And basically what happens when people sell the bottom, especially, because the only people buying in at the bottom are chads that think it's going to go higher, strong hands. So when people sell bottoms, the weak hands are turning into strong hands because there's a transfer of assets. The tokens are changing hands. So the more time it spends in this base, the more bullish I get on Dig, because it's becoming more and more kind of distributed. It's building a stronger base. Higher, low, right? Higher, low, higher, low, higher, low. Yeah, and you look at the other coins on base, and I think Dig is better than a lot of them going to 30 mil. So yeah, I think for sure it could. But at the end of the day, we're all just speculating, and we don't know exactly what's going to happen. I mean, this thing's up 6x from my first buy. It went up to like a 15x or so. But yeah, I think that this one does have potential to go to 10, 20, maybe 30 mil as well. What do I think about WIF? Christopher F. What's up, Christopher? Christopher. If anybody watched Sopranos, Christopher Moltisanti. Christopher. But what do I think about WIF? Well, it's got a long way to go. WIF is the mainstay. WIF is the mainstay that ain't going nowhere. That's not the right one. Let's pull this up. I mean, looking at the chart here on the daily time frame, it should be interesting to see. I don't want that. I want this. It should be interesting to see if it does hold this channel. This is a bear flag is what this is called. This is a bear flag. You leg down, you consolidate upwards, and then typically you'll break and go lower. But yeah, I mean, the whole entire market is looking weak. So it's not me saying that Dig is going to crash and burn. It's just saying that generally speaking here in the shorter term, days to maybe weeks, I see this possibly going lower. But yeah, I think that WIF is going to shock people still this cycle, and it's going to go a lot higher than it is right now. It's not going to give you a 100x, but could it give you a 10x from here? I think it certainly could. Not certainly, because in the financial markets, there's no certainties. And that brings me to another funny point that I want to talk about. There's this chick on Twitter. What's her name? Baker. How do you spell it? Let me find it. I know Crash retweeted her. If I recall correctly, this chick, Baker. So this might have been the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. No offense to this woman, but this could have been the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Let me explain. She says, I have never been so confident in shilling a coin. This is the dumbest thing part. Brett is the only meme I have shilled to family and friends because it's a sure bet. If that doesn't make you raise your eyebrows, we're in a free market, again, where anybody is able to buy and sell whenever they choose. And if you know markets, if you've studied markets, it's very clear that there has never been a such thing as a sure bet in the financial markets. So yeah, I mean, this was just like peak redactedness. Redacted-ation. There's no such thing as a sure bet, especially not on a meme coin. And yeah, the irony here is crazy. So yeah, whenever you see somebody say anything is a sure bet in the market, I would unfollow and run far away. There's never such thing as a sure bet in the market, especially not on a meme coin. So yeah, I thought that was just one of the most asinine things I've seen in a long time. But anyways, Chris, about WIF, it's bullish. John says, please look onto Chunk on base. Docs Dev, 300K market cap. Docs Dev for a meme coin. That's interesting. I wonder who it is. Chunk. Chunk on base, 4 days old. Wait, is it this one? Or is it there's two chunks here on base. There's one that's 26 days old and there's one that's 4 days old. I don't like meme coins that are like, I don't like, this one's the original. Let's look at the original. This must be it. 300K market cap. Good that you're not telling me to look at the derivative. Okay. It's not bad. Why is it not bad? Well, like I've said a lot of the times, when a meme coin launches, what does it do? It puts in the initial pump. And then what does it do? It sells off into a long bottoming out accumulation. All right. And that's what it's doing right now. And if there's ever a time to buy a coin, it's during this long drawn out bottoming accumulation. This is exactly what it looks like. And also look at these 12-hour candles. Look at this price action. The buying and selling has come to a complete stalemate. A complete stalemate right now between buyers and sellers. Nobody's trading this. Most likely the sellers are exhausted and they just haven't found new buyers to come in yet. So what should happen when buyers are found? It should push the price. So this looks bottomed out. This looks bottomed out to me. And if what you're saying is true and the dev is doxed and he's doing things and he's running the community well, it should pump. Again, I'm not giving my endorsement. I'm not saying I'm going to buy this coin. I'm just being straight up with you and telling you what I think about looking at this chart. And it looks good. Chris, I can't copy and paste contracts from my Restream studio here. I can only hide or show your comment. I cannot click on it or copy that address. I'm sorry. Thoughts on Eric, Elon Musk fish? Eric, Elon. I saw this one before, actually. I think I saw it somewhere on Twitter. 1 mil. This is a gamble. Look, I don't know if this is a rug pull. I have no idea who's behind this coin. I haven't looked into the community. I haven't looked at the Telegram. I haven't looked at the Twitter account in like, I don't know, over a week. So got no idea if this is legitimate. It's a low market cap, so maybe you can make some money. It all depends on if the community is strong and if the team is present and active and building something. That's going to determine if the meme coin is going to have a success. So yeah, I really don't know about this one. Probably a gamble, so be responsible. Tannis TV, thoughts on Peasy, young Peasy, which is the Pepe, the urban Pepe, the rapper Pepe, young Peasy. Young Peasy, aka Pepe. I like the name. I like the meme. I'm a fan of it. And okay, so yeah, I got asked about this one last week, and I think it was like a 2 mil market cap, and here it is at 8 mil. So this is a good lesson. When you like something and it makes you laugh and it brings a smile to your face, maybe you should probably, it's a meme. You're supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to, be a good time. And Peasy always made me feel good. I always got good vibes from Peasy. I never bought it. I should have. But I like the meme, man. Young Peasy. It's a good meme. Whoever made this one is smart. It's funny. But yeah, I don't know, to buy it now. It's so overextended. It's up to you. You take a look at Alien on base. Alien base. So this logo here is a direct ripoff of Astroport, which I don't like. It's not creative or original whatsoever. If you don't know what Astroport is, it's a decentralized exchange that first launched on Terra Luna in 2021. Obviously, Luna collapsed, so they shifted over to the Cosmos Atom ecosystem, and Alien Base just stole their logo completely. So instantly, I lost a lot of respect for this project because look at Astroport. Same exact logo, and this is the original. So the fact that the team couldn't even make their own logo originally, I would stay far away from that, man. Stay far, far away. Nancy says, I mean, who doesn't know about Star Wars? Nancy, good point. So I was talking to a friend of mine, like in real life, and he was telling me about this really, really wealthy dude who spends like tens of thousands of dollars on these Star Wars collectible items. And there's one thing that nobody can deny. It's that Star Wars has created this community of super nerds and super freaks that have no problem spending copious amounts of their money on Star Wars collectibles. And here you have Based Yoda, the first Star Wars meme on the base chain. Huge community, right? Team that's been very active and very smart the entire time. It's only a matter of time before these super freak nerd Star Wars fans. And by the way, no disrespect if you're one of these people. No disrespect. I'm just, again, sharing with you my thoughts, unfiltered, on what I think. And this is me, man. If you don't like it, feel free to leave. But anyways, it's only a matter of time before the super nerd freaks of Star Wars come and buy base Yoda. So another factor of why I'm bullish on this coin. Let the meme wars begin. Yes, sir. This guy says, isn't Consensus getting sued by the SEC? Yes, they are. Right now, the SEC they are kicking and screaming. The SEC, they're suing Uniswap, they're suing Consensus. Who aren't they suing? Seriously. So, I mean, they lose every single case whenever they sue a crypto company. The SEC is a pathetic dinosaur organization at this point, and they lose every case when it comes to crypto. So, yeah, they're suing Consensus, but I doubt anything will come of it. Let's see. That's how. What do you think about the MOG coin on Ethereum? So I said this last week or a few days ago, and I got asked about Mog Coin, and I first got shared Mog at like a $6 million market cap. It was like, I think it was like 6 mil, and this was in June or July of last year, 2023. And I was interested in some of these other meme coins at the time, and I faded Mog. And here it is today at 236 mil. It seems to be a very strong culture coin, so I can't hate on it. I'm just a little bit salty that I faded it initially, and that's all. Let's see. Can you peep Sheena Inu? What is that, Sheena Inu? Sheena Inu. I guess that's like the girlfriend of Shiba Inu or something stupid like that. $9.6 million market cap. Let's take a look at this chart full screens, lads. So this thing's been out since February of 2022. Over 2 years of data on this blockchain, and it's at its range lows right now, and it's also at these previous highs. Right? It's basically using resistance from 2 years ago as current support. So that's good. And I mean, look, if this thing's going to make a comeback, it should be from around these levels. These are like bear market low levels. So it's a gamble, but maybe. I remember some dude shilling this like last year when it was here, but I haven't heard about it since. I think there's better meme coins out there than Sheena Inu. We got Leroy Jenkins in the house. Leroy in the house. What's up, Connor? What's up, Leroy? How are you, brother? Boda is going to win. Yes, sir. Tony Pacino says CCC to 1 bill. Yes, sir. Too many Andy coins. Andrew Tate is behind Brett. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know how you got that. John says Chonk on base, first token NFT hybrid. We just looked at Chonk. It looks pretty good. Kyle Cherry, thoughts on ICP? It's not a coin that I would hold, but I think you can make some money if you do hold it this cycle. I don't think it's going to be a top performer. I think you'll probably catch a few X's on it. I like how it's already performed relatively well. Not the worst, not the best, but it performed well, though, from the bottom over here. Right? If it was still down here at, say, like $4 or $5, it would be a reason for concern. But, it went from a bottom of 280 to a high of 20. And yeah, you'll probably make some good returns on it this cycle. It's just not something I'm interested in holding. Bullish on Perez says, I'm bullish on Mochi as well. I have an irresponsible amount. I got in near the lows. Well, it sounds like you played it right? You bought low and now you can sell it high. And Mochi on base is a good one. Another good meme coin on base. This is the second cat of Brian Armstrong. There's Toshi and there's Mochi. Mochi is much more slept on, 26 mil market cap. And from what I've heard, I believe they are building out a blockchain game for Mochi. And again, back to these charts, they all look the same. Every single one of these base charts looks almost identical, right? They're all of these huge levels of support from February. And we're going to see now if they bounce or if they, cut through them and they all go lower. But yeah, all the charts on base are looking very similar at the current moment in time. Can you look at SHX? Not a meme coin. I've heard of this stronghold. It's on Stellar, on the Stellar Lumens blockchain. Not my favorite narrative. It's a beta play to Stellar itself. Probably better off holding Stellar if you're going to hold something like this. And this daily chart. So it's no longer in the bear market accumulation zone. All of this would be considered the bear market accumulation zone. It just broke out of that yesterday, so it's starting to move now. Chart could be bottomed out. Strong signs of a bottom printing here. So as a trade, you can probably make some money. Is it a great coin that's like super solid? No, I don't think so. But that's not to say you can't trade it and make some bucks. Eric says, any real world coins that you're interested in? I hold Rio. And if I was going to buy more, I would look into either trade or IXS. Travis 880 says, CCC can't wait. We're just warming up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just warming up. Luke Frost says, thanks, Connor. Many presume Sleepy Joe won't let the economy fail pre-election despite his CGT proposal, capital gains tax proposal. What indicators are you watching which would confirm the alt season isn't arriving? It's a loaded question, Luke. A loaded question. What am I watching that would confirm the alt season isn't arriving? I have to think about that. Because I have a bias. I have a bullish bias in the market. Right? And when you do have a bias, your vision can be cloudy to the other side of your bias. Now, what would I be watching to determine an alt season that isn't going to happen? I mean, if Bitcoin goes and starts to crash and burn, if it goes to say 50, that would be a huge concern. If it doesn't like either just consolidate or bounce right away. If it breaks 50, then okay, I would be like, maybe we've topped out and I played it all wrong here and I was just wrong overall and I messed everything up. If it breaks 50K, I mean, I would also be looking at things like the ES, which is already, showing a lot of signs of weakness. It did bounce perfectly off of the daily 100 simple moving average here, but if the ES started to really cascade down, that could be definitely a cause for concern. Just mark some levels here. I mean, this can fall down to 47.80 and still be somewhat bullish, right? Even at your 200 daily EMA, the same time, it's not really. The last time I was here was actually not that long ago. That was the bottom of the crypto market as well in November of 2023. The last time the S&P 500 was at its 200 daily EMA, right? November 2023. That was also the bottom of the altcoin market. So anyways, Luke, to answer your question, look at ETH Bitcoin. I mean, this thing has to be close to bottoming out. I've had this yellow line on my chart for years and it's touching it. My lines are significant, especially on the higher time frames when they've been there for years. And the fact that we're touching it right now, this thing's got to be close to getting bottomed out. Well, let me answer your question. What factors would I consider to determine we're not going to get an alt season? Again, I have a very bullish bias on altcoins and on the crypto market. I do believe that Bitcoin is going to make new all-time highs, and go at least to 90K, presumably well above $100,000 this cycle. Whether that happens this year or next year, the longer we do consolidate here, the longer that the cycle is going to lengthen, which is, somewhat good. We could potentially have another 18 months if we're going to top out like previous cycles in, say, November or December of 2025. But yeah, if Bitcoin loses 50K and we go into like the 30s or something, yeah, I could say we're off the charts and for an alt season. If the world crashes and burns and the internet shuts off, then yeah, we're probably not going to have an alt season. But I'm going to keep my bullish bias. I think they're going to turn the money printers back on at some point. And of course, we have the election this year. And I mean, look, Biden is being very anti-crypto right now with his capital gains tax, the SEC suing all these crypto companies. You know, the man's painting a target on his back for crypto voters right now. But yeah, it's a loaded question, man. It's a loaded question. I really don't know fully what I would be looking at, but I'm keeping my bullish bias and I'm hoping for the best here. Based AI. So yeah, this is an interesting one. Based AI. The Pepe coin devs from 2016 have made based AI, and where's this at right now? People are saying this is the next Tau. People are saying that this is going to billions in market cap, and you know, to reach Tau's market cap, it has like maybe a 17 or an 18x from this current price, something like that. If I remember Tau's market cap correctly, could be wrong. Anyway, look at least a 10x. But the problem with this thing is, look at the chart, right? It's not the time. Well, it's getting. I would say actually now is a good time if you don't have a position and you want to get a position into based AI. Now would be the time to actually start to nibble in your buy orders, right? Buying it up here is just buying a top. Now you've broken all bullish market structure. It's looking really bad currently for this coin. You know, you break this daily trend line. You're coming back into this cluster of price action. Where are my tools? Here we go. A rectangle works. You're coming back into here. I think this purple box is going to serve as a good buy zone for based AI. And I talked about AI coins a bit earlier in the stream. I actually have been looking into based AI a lot recently, like a lot. Because again, I'm looking to add another AI coin to my portfolio. I want something more normie, mainstream friendly, right? Something like the Lithium AGI makes a lot of sense. Based AI, it's a lot like Tau. And I have a big position in Tau already that I've had, you know, from last year. So anyways, yeah, this one, it has potential, but at the same time, again, it's a bit sketchy how Banter and Kyle Chassie are like the two biggest spokesperson of it. And I really don't necessarily trust everything those guys say. Still bullish on AGC. Yeah, I'm still holding that. How do I feel about space at this point? Again, I'm still holding it. Similar to router protocol. It's been a disappointment, but space even not really, because I bought this at $10. So I'm still up on this thing. It's at 12 now. Okay, it's getting to. I take that back. Now it's definitely a disappointment because it's not at 20 anymore. It's at 12. But similar to something like, say, router protocol, it's been a disappointment. However, it's not like these are the only coins that I've been holding. I've made money elsewhere in some of these other altcoins. I made a lot of money recently on memes. So it's not like holding these coins has made me, you know, hate crypto and just want to give up everything because these were the only assets that I was holding. So at this point, I have no problem seeing them through. Yes, I could take my money out of these things and put it into something that might be more bullish, a more bullish project. But at this point in time, I'm an underdog. I like the underdog story. I like hearing about a comeback. People count something out, you know, it crashes down, everybody gives up on it, and then it comes back out of nowhere and shocks people. Part of me, whether that's my brain or my heart, I want to see these coins do something like that. And maybe I'm being a fool hoping for something like that. But the fact of the matter is that space is bullish. Space has good fundamentals. It's a Bitcoin scaling solution. UTXO smart contracts, right? It's a well-built protocol. It can do well. The fundamentals haven't changed. The only thing that has changed is the price. So I'm still holding my position and I'm going to see it through. Will I be right? I don't know. But at the end of the day, all we can do is place our bets and let the cards fall as they do. Jing O'Neely says Boda, Peasy, and Benny are super sweet charts. Never big pumps, no big dumps. Organically growing. Nice. Yeah, Peasy. I like Peasy, and obviously I've been holding Boda from significantly lower. But Benny is a dog coin that I'm not too familiar with. But yeah, Peasy, I should have bought that earlier when I got asked about it last week. But hey, I can't hold them all. I can't buy them all. I'm one person. Anyways, moving on. Jin G. O'Nelly says this base drama started everything because of Caesar. Such a party pooper, no life this guy has. Fighting everything left and right. Yes, you're correct. So this guy Caesar, he did bring all of this to light. Caesar's Calls, I believe. Yeah, Caesar's Calls Crypto Lounge. Now, here's his YouTube. So this guy made a bunch of videos. Brett Deception Lies 7 days ago. He made a bunch of these videos. Here you go, crypto influencers, massive expos. This one too. So yeah, I watched these videos. I was aware of them as he was making them. And here's my take on Caesar's Calls. He says some things that make sense, but then he goes on for 40 minutes of just complete blabber, unorganized, just talking, like spraying from the hip, basically. So I agree with you that, I mean, listen, he brings up good points and then he talks about some random stupid thing for 30 minutes that has nothing to do with his original point. And he's just like, my team has all this information. So I don't know. Like he's obviously trying to look out for people, right? So you have to commend him for that. He's trying to like tell the truth, basically. Because there was definitely a lot of deception and lies with Brett, and he's trying to bring that to light. So you can't hate him for that. I mean, my only criticism would be to just don't blabber on for 30 to 40 minutes about something that has nothing to do with your original point, right? Just make your stuff easy to actually understand and get your point across in a much better manner. But yeah, he's the one who started all this drama. He has a point bringing it all up, but the way he's kind of going about it, I don't know. It's my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion, whatever. But he just blabbers on way too much, man. He blabbers on way too much, but he does bring up some solid points here and there. Bullish on Parade. I faded AI Tech. Is there a good buy zone? So AI Tech is the other AI coin that, along with AGI Delicium, that wouldn't make sense. Again, it's got that normie friendly appeal. They pay Joey Perry's like they sponsor a lot of Joey Perry videos, AI Tech, which is smart, I guess, for exposure. But at the same time, like, do you want that guy as like the main influencer of your coin? I don't know. Can't hate. He has a bigger channel than me, but this is actually a good AI coin. Actually good, right? I don't think this is a scam at all. I think it's actually very solid. Is there a good buy zone? Yeah, there is. Look at my green zone here, 16 cents to 12 cents. Just bounced and got rejected. So it's either going to double bottom and you might be able to get it right here at 16, 17 cents, or it's going to break through and come down lower to our 200 daily EMA at around 12 cents. And that would be your optimal level to buy it. But yeah, I agree. I have a friend who messaged me last year in like November 2023, and he sent me like 7 coins that he had his most money in. And his 2 AI coins were AGI and AI Tech. And yeah, I mean, to see where they are now, 10x higher than where they were like 6 months ago, it hurts to buy, but they're still bullish and they can still go up. So it's the same thing with Cubic. I'm buying Cubic 10x higher than when I originally bought it because I think it's going to go up more. It's no different with these coins. AI Tech, it's actually a legitimate project from the research that I've done. They have a real actual storage center in Bucharest, Romania, crypto launchpad, and yeah, I mean, good team too. So yeah, 16 to 12 cents for a buy zone on AI Tech. Can CCC reach $1 billion? It's possible. Nobody knows if it's going to happen for sure. Nobody knows what's really going to happen. We're all speculating on the market. Can it reach 1 bill? If WIF can reach 1 bill, if SHIB can reach 1 bill, if Brett can reach 850 bill, then yeah, CCC can reach 1 bill if we're talking on these metrics. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But yeah, I think it's good enough. It has the potential. Good branding. Like I've said, the team of this coin is doing all the little small details. Looks like some art here. It looks like AI, but I mean, it still looks super clean, right? The cat's just warming up. Let's respond to this tweet. Go raid this tweet, guys, on QCat Candle. But yeah, it can. Will it? I have no idea, but it can. Christopher says the whiff on base. The dog with a blue hat. This isn't it. Different contract. It must be it. No, this is the one you're asking me about. Okay. So 73 mil market cap. It's brand new. All right, it got launched 12 hours ago. And I mean, it looks like just the only way it can get to 74 mil market cap is they bought all the supply, and there's only like 5% of the supply able to be traded, bought, and sold. Probably a scam, but who knows? Yeah, it does look sketchy. Brian says, can't wait for CCC Boda dig to fly. Base Pepe is waiting as well. Some good picks there. Alex and crypto. If this Brett drama turns out to be true and Brett takes a big dip, where do you see the other base meme coins going? I got asked this question already. And as long as they have nothing to do with Brett, it should be a great thing because that money's got to go somewhere. Boda will melt faces. Yes, I think it will as well. It's already melted faces. It should keep on melting faces. Pluto is Frosty says, Empire given knowledge bombs. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for your support. Kylo the dog says, all these memes recycled and not original. With all these people onboarding with base, with no clue about these narratives that are only relevant to crypto, you need to find those that resonate with people. I'm pretty sure you're talking about base Yoda. That resonates with everybody, right? Everybody knows Star Wars. We got a $10 super chat from the Crypto Krill. Thank you for the super chat, my man. He says, new transmission on Boda Twitter from Darth Gensler. Stay strong, Boda wants. You guys are nuts. You guys are absolutely nuts, man. Your lingo. Oh, Lord. Yeah, 39 minutes ago, it looks like there's another new transmission here. As you can see, there's an actual guy with the Darth Vader costume, like actually talking about base Yoda here. We live in a funny world. Star Wars is basically a cult. Basically, yeah. The landlord. Hey, Connor, Boda just released a transmission. Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, at this point, it seems like it, Brandon. We got a €10 super chat from Brandon Willis. Appreciate the super chat, Brandon. Brandon says, just a thank you for your consistency and realness throughout the past years. You are a real one, Connor. We appreciate you. Well, Brandon, I appreciate you for saying that, man. Thank you for your support, and thank you to everybody for your support over the years now. Obi-Wan, thank you for your info, brother. No problem, Obi-Wan. Keith Hagen says, hey, Keith from Houston, Texas. What's up, Keith from Houston? What do you think about Based Bunny? I've never heard of it, but I'll take a quick look at it. My man Keith from Houston. Shout out to everybody from Texas if you're watching this. Based Bunny. 3 days old. $15 million market cap. So this one had a good launch. So what could happen here? What could happen? I'm not saying it will happen. So you have your initial launch height. Maybe you get your sell-off into a bottoming out. Maybe, because it already looks like it's starting to pull back. Either the dip gets eaten up here and it continues to send, or it's going to do what most meme coins do, which is have a significant pullback after the launch hype dies off. And, this is launch hype here. First 3 days is going up. Hype starts to wear off. It'll go into a bottoming out. And then if the meme's good, strong community, if it's going to, survive the test of time, it's going to start going up from there. So that's what I'm seeing out of Based Bunny. Take a look at some of their socials. They're already listed on a centralized exchange. Interesting. Who's talking about them? All right, so they got some content. Oh, this guy with the messed up mouth is talking about them. That could be bullish, I guess. I mean, this guy is clearly a huge degenerate that he's talking about Brett, he's talking about Ponky, talking about Myro, a lot of Cabal coins this guy talks about for sure. Is Bunny one of those? Maybe. I don't know, man. Yeah, a lot of these a lot of sketchy people are in this. It appears. They paid off a lot of people. And it's very obvious at just looking at their X account who they're retweeting. So they're they're using Yoda here for their branding. Interesting. Trying to take some mind share from Based Yoda. I don't know. I would be careful. I think you can make money on it, but their Twitter account is just retweets from sketchy people. This chick is sketch. Super sketch. The vibes I get from this. But does that mean it won't go up? Obviously not, right? All the memes this network promotes tend to go up. Can you make money on them? Absolutely you can. So maybe you get that dip and sell off and you can load up a good entry like this. But I just wouldn't hold this thing thinking it's going to be the best thing ever. Understand what you're getting yourself into if you buy it. But again, looking at that Twitter account, man, there's just red flags left, right, and center. Manufacturing Contempt says, Connor, you mentioned a V4 DEX for base at some point. Something you keeping your eyes on. Can you elaborate? I mean, yeah, I can talk about it. It's no problem. It's called Treble Swap. It's the first V4 DEX coming to base. It's going to be launching in early May, I believe. And yeah, I was able to invest into the private sale of it. And I think it's going to do really well. No V4 DEX exists on base right now. Being the first V4 DEX is actually a really big deal. If you understand DEXs and if you understand what V4 does bring to the table, it brings over a lot of I mean, they say it right here. V4 will bring an array of hooks, including limit orders and the ability for institutional KYC contracts to be deployed into the DeFi space. Just two kind of major things with V4. So yeah, this is it. As you can see, branding looks super clean, but it should be going live in early May, I believe. And I think it's going to do great. Personally, I'm invested in it. So yeah, you could say, oh, he's just shilling his bags, but yeah, I mean, it has the fundamentals to back my speech when I say I think it's going to do great. It's legit. I've talked to the team, and I'm excited for it to go live. And I think it's going to get a lot of liquidity and total value locked on the base network when it does go live. Let's see. Khaled says, Connor is right, though. If Brett survives, then it's going to do a lot of multiples. Let's see what happens. Yeah, man. So the guy who I just had on my channel the other day, Crypto Dan, I remember him saying this in one of his videos. He said that every coin has to go through a stress test. It needs to get tested to see how strong the community really is. And right now, Brett is getting the stress test. And like I said, and like you said in your comment here, Khalid, if it does survive, it's going to go a lot higher from here, right? This is a huge drama FUD storm, a major stress test for the Brett holders, the Brett community. So if it survives, it's only going to make it stronger. Like Kanye says, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. But if it dies, it's done for and it ain't coming back. So a critical moment on the blockchain that we are witnessing right now. The landlord says Caesar is a sellout too. It's hard to find an honest influencer like you, Connor. I mean, look, I appreciate that. And Caesar's been calling like I said, he rambles on for like 40 minutes, then he'll bring up one good point. And one thing he says too much, he's like, I'm the best Telegram caller there is. I'm the best on Telegram. These guys on Twitter, man, what are they doing? I'm the best on like, bro. Like, you're just calling shit coins, bro. Like, I don't know, man. The guy's a bit off of his rockers right now, but power to him. He's trying to like bring honesty around Brett, but yeah, like he's got some skeletons in his closet too. So is he one to talk? I don't know. It's a sticky situation over there. Joey Joe says, what are your thoughts on Joey Perry's, Connor? I've seen his vids and don't really know what to think on the fence about him. A lot of what he says is complete trash, but he also has some good takes. And the reason a lot of what he says is complete. Let's do an unscripted take on his channel right now, Joey Perry's. So what's my take on Joey Perry's? That's a great question. You can't hate on the hustle. This guy, at one point in time, I remember in 2021, his channel was around the same size as my channel. He had like maybe 50,000 subscribers. But what he did is the same exact thing he's doing right now. Every day he would, in 2021, every single video would be the top 10 tiny coins, he would say in all of his titles, to 1000x or whatever. So basically every day he spams videos. And this is going to take some explaining. When you make this type of content, because you have to think from the creator perspective, from the owner of the YouTube channel who's actually spending the time to make these videos, to produce the content. Now, what these videos do, talking about, most of them are paid promotions. which is he can hustle all he wants. But what these videos do when he's talking about the top 10 tiny coins, top 10 meme coins, top 10 small coins, top 10 1000x coins, it attracts a different demographic than these live streams attract, right? Because if somebody who watches these 1000x coin videos comes and watches my live stream, they'll probably be bored because they have the attention span of a teenager who scrolls TikTok all day, right? These live streams are more in depth. It's me talking off the cuff, no script. I'm not just shilling 10 garbage coins that I'll make people consider buying, right? So there's pros and cons to everything, including YouTube channels. Joey Parry's is good for like normie content. If you want to turn your brain off and like not everything is bad, he says. Like he promotes AI tech a lot because he gets paid by AI tech to make the videos. Some of his videos are good. Some of his videos are trash. He definitely makes a lot of stuff, talks about a lot of coins, and I don't know. He's got a very punchable face as well at the end of the day. So, yeah, that's my take on Joey Parry's. We got a super chat from Keith Hogan's, $2. I appreciate you, Keith. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream right now. We've been going for an hour, 50 minutes. Guys, smash the like button. I just saw we have 85 likes. I've been streaming for 2 hours. Very disappointing in the number of likes we have here. Please smash that like button. Shout out to Camila, Brett 2.0. It's the second chance with a $2 super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Camila Costa. Brett 2.0. 470K. Good, Camila. I wish you all the best with this. I wish you all the best. No copyright concerns for Boda. It's all original art. It's all original artwork. And it's also called Boda and not Yoda. So, I mean, it should be fine, but who knows at the end of the day. Anyways, guys, smash the like button before I go. 85 likes is pathetic. Super pathetic. All right, we're at 102. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for getting that like button over 100. I did not want to end the stream on a note like that, but hey, you guys came through. You pulled through for the boy. Thank you for liking the stream. It means a lot, seriously. It allows me to come on up here on the next live stream and actually, want to present it because you guys are liking it. If I was getting less than 100 likes, man, it's a lot of 2 hours of my time here talking to you guys, sharing everything that's in here. I appreciate it when you like the stream, so thank you for that. But I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Obviously, we talked about Brett. We talked about some of these other meme coins. We looked at a lot of tokens on Base, and we talked about AI coins and the ones that I like and my thought process around cultivating a portfolio for your artificial intelligence picks. Hope you guys got some value out of today. I hope you learned something new. And I'll be back very soon for another live stream. Whether you're watching me on YouTube or on X, you know what to do. You hit that like button, hit that follow button or subscribe button, and get the free ebook if you haven't gotten the free ebook. Farm the airdrop on Farmbase Pro. Farm the blast airdrop. A lot of opportunities to make just some free money coming up through airdrops, and we'll keep on trading our memes. We'll keep on investing into our high quality, fundamentally solid altcoins. Nothing is changing. I'm not deviating from my strategy. I've laid my strategy all out on the table for free since September of 2023 with my free ebook. I told you guys everything that I'm doing for this cycle. And if you followed along, even generally speaking, you should be up massive. So I do think we have a lot more to go here in this cycle. I think we have some bullish times ahead. But for now, we got to get through this slow period. And when the prices start to drop, that's when conviction gets tested. So only the strong will survive. And as CZ said, I'll leave it on this one last note. CZ from Binance, famous quote, if you can't hold, you will not be rich.